Hi, my name is Grace and I am a master's student. So transitional fossils are the remains of animals which are partially one kind of animal and partially another. They show one animal that has some mutation that is helping to create a new kind of animal to evolve. There are many changes needed between each kind of animal, and thus there should be many transitional fossils. A good example comes from the movies when a person changes from a man to a werewolf. This happens faster than evolution, but gives us an idea of an evolution from one species to another. For evolution to be a viable theory that explains how humans evolved from lesser creatures, and they from lesser ones, all the way back to the beginning, where the first single-cell life form evolved from non-living life, we need evidence of transitional life forms. We need transitional fossils showing the intermediate life forms. Charles Darwin, in his book Origin of Species and the Descent of Man, predicted many such fossils would be found one day. We live almost 200 years after him. We have many scientists digging up fossils all over the world. We have not found a single transitional fossil. Wikipedia contains what is called a tentative partial list of transitional fossils. It is partial as it is incomplete. It is tentative because it is a best guess. It is also deceptive as some of the animal pictures are artist renditions and not based on actual fossils. There are no confirmed actual transitional fossils, only ones that some scientists think are transitional. The most famous one is Archaeopteryx. It is claimed to be a bird-like dinosaur. Supposedly, birds evolved from dinosaurs, so this creature is a link between the two. Its fossils are found with dinosaurs, and it had feathers like a bird. Thus, it looks to fit this transitional definition. Or does it? Alan Fiducia is a professor emeritus at the University of North Carolina. He is also a world authority on fossil birds. He stated, paleontologists have tried to turn Archaeopteryx into an earth-bound feathered dinosaur, but it's not. It is a bird, a perching bird, and no amount of paleobabble is going to change that. Why is Archaeopteryx a transitional animal form and not just another kind of animal? Using the same argument, one could say a rhinoceros is a transitional animal between a hippopotamus and an elephant. The hippo is large with no horns, the rhino is larger with one horn, and the elephant larger yet with two horns, which have moved and are called tusks. These creatures have some similarities, but no one calls a rhino a transitional form. A huge problem for this transition from land creature to bird is the timeline. Birds must have come later in time if they evolved from land animals, but the fossils found in rocks often have birds lower in the rock and thus older than the land animals. Looking for more information, more evidence to really know what happened, we can look to an ancient historical document, the Bible. In it, right near the beginning, it says God created the sea creatures and the birds on day 5, and land animals and humans on day 6. Here we see the Bible's history on the ordering of animals matches the physical evidence found in nature. We find this over and over again. Other serious problems exist. Dinosaurs have solid, heavy bones, whereas birds have hollow, light bones. The method of breathing is different. Many things are different. If birds evolved from dinosaurs, there needs to be many other fossils that show these many transitions. There would be intermediate creatures that existed, which contain different body and breathing structures, which are between the land animals and birds. We have not found any of these. Archaeopteryx and other claimed transitions are not transitions at all, as there is no evidence to support these claims. The Museum of Natural Science and History will demonstrate these truths using the same scientific evidence that has been stated here today, but in more detail. Will you help us share these truths? Donate today to help us build a museum, to make the museum a reality in the next few years.